Okay, guys, now let's talk about index in the index method in Python. And after that, we'll go on with range function. Don't forget when we talk about index, we talk about method. The method is a function which is inside an object. So the index is a function inside an object. The object could be a variable, it could be inbuilt, it could be anything, but it's actually a symbol of a position, okay, the position of cars. So it searches a string, okay, it searches through the string for a specified value. It can also search through a list, an iteration for an item, and then it's return the position of that item. You know, when you're talking about a loop, maybe a list, and you're searching for the index of that of list. It's an item which is inside that list or in string. A character in the string, then it will return the position of that item. All right, and here we go. Now the range. A range is a function. Okay, the range function, just like we have in the print function, the input function, and so on. Now, what this range will do, it's actually will give, you know, um, numbers, integers specifically, between two uh, two specified, borders. Then the borders will have a starting position and then an ending position. So when you do not specify the starting and the ending, then this range will actually go through starting from the very beginning, which is 0. So for this one now, we have a range 6. Okay, the range 6 now will actually start from 0 down to 5. We have 6 values. Okay, so when the range is specified, you have to minus 1 from it, and this it won't include the final one, which is 6. It's actually going to be 6 values, but to start from 0 and end at 5. Now when we are ranging from a specific value, a starting point other than 0, you have to specify in the parameters with 2 arguments, okay, in the parentheses. Now for instance, this is a range starting from 2 to 5. That is, it's going to count, okay, produce integers or whole numbers from 2 all the way down to 5. All right, then the third the third here is a range with 3 arguments. Now this argument, the first parameter is the starting position, while the second is the end position, while the third parameter is the incrementing position. It could also be a decrementing, which is going to be negative, that is a -3, while this starting will be, the high ending, while this will be the lower starting point. So if you actually want it to iterate from 30 down to 2, that means the start will come to the beginning, while this 2 will come to the middle, and then this 3 here, you have to put negative in front of it, so it's going to be coming down in 3 steps each time. But right here is going to be going up in 3 steps, starting from 2. We have 2 to that 3, here we have 5. Just like you can see, you add 3 to that 5, we have 8. Add 3 to that 8, we have 11. And always continuing like that, in that way, all okay, down to the last possible value that you can add to that before we get to 30, which is 29. Because add more to it, then it's going to be okay, going over 30. Now that we're going to be talking more on range in the next slide. Okay, guys, we're going to digress more on that method of index. Okay, that is the index we're talking about. The index, when we talk about index, okay, means the position of an item. Index value of an item is the position of that item. All right, so index, and it's a method. It's a method. Okay. Also, we can get an extraction of an item by referring to its index. So when you say, for instance, this is an object obj, and then you pass in a numerical value, we are going to get an extracted item, which is reference to this position. Okay. Now, an example. For example, let's say we have a list. We have a list of 3 items. Let's put in first, and then let's put in, okay, let's put in first. That's first. Let's put in second, and then let's also add a third item. So when this reference to 2, don't forget the 2 now is this third, because the index, it starts with 0 followed by 1 and then 2. Now on this note, so let's assign this to an object, a variable. Let's call this jk. Okay, so when you call jk, you call jk in the next line, and then we want to, refer to, we want to, yes, that's indexed. We want to return the position of the third, which is an item that is within the jk. So when you say jk dot index, we are referring to the, okay, this third item is a string, this third string, which is inside this jk, and this on the 0, 1, 2. Okay, 2 index position, actually is the third value. So let's make this refer to another object, refer this to another object. Okay, just like we did before. And let's call this lk. Okay, so now lk, now we're going to print that value by using the print function, print lk. So when you run that, it gives us the index position of lk, which is 2. Yes, that's right. So we have 2 here. And also we can also, bring out an item by referring to its position value. And then when we do that, we say that same jk, which is the object, and then what do we want to bring out? Let's bring out maybe the index position 1 item, that is the second item, and then let's put this in another object. So putting it this way, let's call this mk. So right now let's print the print mk, then let's see what that gives us. Alright, so it's second, so that's the index position 1 item on the list. Fine. So I hope you get this part of the index. Then the other one is the range. Yes, the range. Now when we talk about range, that's a function that actually prints out a range of values from the starting point to the end point. You can have a range of 0 to 10. You can have a range of 5 to 20. You can have a range of 5 to 20 again, with an incremental step of, let's say, 3. Of course, we can also have a range of 20 to 10. Let's say 20 to 5 rather. Okay, with an incremental step of -2. Just put in any value you wish to put there. So these are different ways you can use this range function. So for instance, we're going to be printing out a range of 30 to 5. Okay, so let's do that quickly. The 5 30 and then 5. We can be using a decremental value of -3. Okay, so now for us to put this out, of course, if you like, let's see what this will give us. All right, so we say RT is the object we want to use for this range. Okay, so let's print out that RT. Print out RT, so we have C. You'll see the output of that range. Okay, it returns the range function. So now we can put this in a for loop to actually code it out. All right, so let's say for Q in RT. Okay, sorry, in range. Okay. Anyway, it's the same thing. RT. We don't need to put that back here. For Q in RT. So what do we want to do? Print Q. Print Q. Okay. And then want this to be, we want each item to be printed on the same line, so we put end command. And let's make this smooth. Okay, use the formatting method, string formatting, and then put this as a variable in our string item. So then after that, let's run this and see the outcome for that. Okay, all right, so this is it. So we have 30 minus 3, which is 27, minus 3, which is 24, minus 3, which is 21, on and on till we get to the last item possible. Okay, the last item possible, that is before we get to 5, which is 6. So that has been answered, and then I hope you have a wonderful day, and then continue with the next topic on the next video. So stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you.